Just when you thought you'd heard every audacious claim, every bold prediction, every gravity-defying declaration in the wild world of professional basketball, a familiar voice echoes through the NBA landscape, daring to rewrite the script for one of the league's most storied franchises. But is it genius or just pure, unadulterated LaVar? Can one man's unwavering belief in his sons truly reshape the destiny of a team, even when conventional wisdom screams otherwise? And what happens when that belief collides head-on with the cold, hard realities of the NBA's cutthroat free agency market? Welcome, basketball fanatics, to Courtside Chronicles, your exclusive deep dive into the most captivating and at times bewildering narratives swirling around the league. I'm your host, Fabiano, and today, we're unraveling a story that blends high-stakes free agency with the unparalleled confidence of a father who sees a superstar in every one of his sons. We're talking about LAVAR Ball, the patriarch whose pronouncements have become legendary, and his latest eye-popping suggestion for the Chicago Bulls: trade Zach LaVine for LiAngelo Ball. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't just a father's dream, it's a strategic vision, according to LAVAR, that could transform the Bulls. So buckle up, because we're about to explore the audacious, the improbable, and the utterly fascinating world where LAVAR Ball's basketball prophecies meet the harsh glare of NBA reality. Before we dive into the specifics of LAVAR's latest pronouncement, it's crucial to understand the man himself. LAVAR Ball isn't just a basketball dad. He's a cultural phenomenon, a self-proclaimed prophet of hoops whose confidence in his three sons, Lonzo, LiAngelo, and LaMelo, knows no bounds. From predicting multiple championships for his boys to declaring them better than NBA legends, LAVAR has consistently operated on a different plane of reality, one where belief trumps all statistics and every Ball brother is destined for superstardom. His bombastic style, his unforgettable sound bites, and his unwavering conviction have made him a polarizing figure, yet undeniably captivating. Love him or loathe him. When LAVAR speaks, the basketball world listens, if only to marvel at the sheer audacity of his statements. His influence isn't just about media attention, it's about a deeply ingrained philosophy that has shaped his sons' careers. He's a father who has always pushed boundaries, challenged norms, and instilled in his children an unshakable self-belief. This latest declaration, delivered with characteristic flair to Chicago sports personality David Kaplan, is merely the latest chapter in the ongoing saga of LAVAR Ball's quest to see his sons dominate the NBA. It's a testament to his enduring presence that even years after his sons entered the league, his voice still carries enough weight to spark a nationwide conversation, forcing us to consider the seemingly impossible. He's not just a commentator. He's a provocateur, an entertainer, and a relentless advocate, all rolled into one larger-than-life personality. To fully appreciate the context of LAVAR's proposal, we must first examine the precarious situation surrounding Zach LaVine and the Chicago Bulls. LaVine, a dynamic scorer and two-time All-Star, has been the offensive engine for the Bulls for several seasons, dazzling fans with his explosive athleticism and silky smooth shooting. He's a legitimate star, capable of carrying an offense and electrifying an arena. However, despite his individual brilliance, the Bulls have struggled to consistently break through in the Eastern Conference, often finding themselves in the purgatory of mediocrity. This lack of sustained team success, coupled with the ever-present allure of bigger markets and more immediate championship contention, has fueled speculation about LaVine's future. As LaVine approaches free agency, the whispers have grown louder, the rumors more persistent. The Los Angeles Lakers, a franchise synonymous with glamour and championship aspirations, have frequently been mentioned as a potential destination. For a player of LaVine's caliber, the opportunity to play in Hollywood alongside other superstars and on a team with a clear path to contention is undeniably attractive. LAVAR Ball, with his uncanny ability to tap into the prevailing sentiment, or at least his version of it, didn't mince words when asked about LaVine's impending decision. He gone. LAVAR declared with absolute certainty he doesn't want to be second fiddle, and who doesn't want to go to Los Angeles? While LAVAR's delivery might be theatrical, his assessment of LaVine's potential departure isn't entirely unfounded. Stars often seek greener pastures when team success eludes them, and the bright lights of Los Angeles, combined with the chance to play for a perennial contender, could indeed be a powerful draw for LaVine. The Bulls, facing the prospect of losing their marquee player, would then be at a critical crossroads, forced to reevaluate their roster and strategic direction. This is precisely the vacuum into which LAVAR Ball, ever the opportunist, decided to inject his own highly unconventional solution. The stage was set for a truly unique proposal, one that only LAVAR could conjure. With Zach LaVine's departure seemingly a foregone conclusion in LAVAR's mind, the conversation naturally shifted to who the Bulls should target as his replacement. Most analysts would point to other established stars, high draft picks, or savvy free agent signings. But LAVAR Ball isn't most analysts. His answer was swift, decisive, and utterly gloriously LAVAR. "You guys don't need to add another star, you need another scorer," he asserted, laying the groundwork for his grand reveal. And then, the mic dropped. And don't think Gillo can't score better than Zach, because LiAngelo weighs 230 pounds. Let that sink in for a moment. In LAVAR's world, the solution to replacing an all-star shooting guard isn't another all-star, but his middle son, LiAngelo, whose primary qualification apparently is his weight. The sheer audacity of this claim is breathtaking. It's a statement that simultaneously dismisses LaVine's proven NBA scoring prowess, elevates LiAngelo to an improbable status, and uses a physical attribute, weight, as the ultimate metric for offensive superiority. It's a classic LAVARism, bold, unconventional, and designed to provoke. While LiAngelo Ball did complete his first injury-free season in the G League, his professional journey has been a winding one, marked by stints overseas, brief appearances in NBA's Summer League, and limited minutes, even in the Developmental League. He's shown flashes of his scoring ability, particularly from beyond the arc, but to suggest he could score better than Zach in the NBA, let alone replace his overall impact, is a leap of faith that only LAVAR Ball could make with a straight face. It's a testament to his unwavering belief, a belief so strong it can seemingly bend reality to its will. The idea of a 230-pound LiAngelo outscoring an NBA All-Star is a narrative that exists solely within the unique universe of LAVAR Ball, a universe where the impossible is merely a suggestion. Away from the bombast of his father, LiAngelo Ball has been quietly toiling in the G League, attempting to carve out his own path in professional basketball. His recent season was significant for one crucial reason. It was his first full season since 2018 without a major injury. This alone is a positive step, demonstrating a commitment to his physical conditioning and a desire to stay on the court. While he didn't accumulate extensive minutes, he reportedly capitalized when necessary, suggesting he made the most of his opportunities when they arose. However, the chasm between G League performance and consistent NBA impact is vast. The G League is a crucial developmental tool, a proving ground for aspiring NBA players, but the level of competition, the speed of the game, and the defensive intensity are fundamentally different from the NBA. Many players excel in the G League only to find the transition to the main stage incredibly challenging. For LiAngelo, while showing glimpses of his scoring touch, he has yet to demonstrate the consistent all-around game, defensive acumen, or playmaking ability required to be a significant contributor on an NBA roster, let alone replace an all-star like Zach LaVine. LAVAR's focus on LiAngelo's 230-pound frame as a scoring advantage is particularly perplexing. While physical strength is certainly beneficial in the NBA, it doesn't automatically translate to superior scoring. Scoring at the NBA level requires a combination of skill, athleticism, footwork, shooting touch, and an understanding of complex defensive schemes. Many players are physically imposing, but lack the finesse or quickness to consistently create their own shot or finish against elite defenders. The reality is that LiAngelo, despite his father's fervent belief, still has a long road ahead to prove he can be an NBA-caliber player, let alone a star who can fill the shoes of a departing all-star. It's a narrative that, for now, remains firmly in the realm of paternal optimism rather than statistical probability. One of the more intriguing and perhaps more grounded points LAVAR Ball raised was the potential chemistry between LiAngelo and his older brother Lonzo Ball, who is currently with the Chicago Bulls. LAVAR also highlighted the chemistry between the two brothers and how that would be a big advantage for any team, the report notes. On the surface, the idea of brothers playing together with an innate understanding of each other's game holds a certain romantic appeal. We've seen glimpses of it with the Curry brothers, and the concept of familial synergy can be powerful. However, the reality for the Ball brothers in Chicago is far more complex. While Lonzo Ball is a talented point guard whose playmaking and defense could theoretically benefit from playing alongside a familiar face, his own career has been plagued by persistent injury issues. Lonzo has missed significant time due to knee problems, casting a long shadow over his future availability and impact. For the Bulls to invest in a brotherly chemistry experiment, they would first need Lonzo to be consistently healthy and performing at an elite level. Furthermore, while chemistry is important, it cannot compensate for a significant talent gap. The NBA is a league where individual skill and consistent performance are paramount. While LiAngelo might have a natural rapport with Lonzo, that rapport alone won't magically transform him into an NBA-level scorer or defender if his fundamental skills aren't there. The idea of a Ball brothers reunion in Chicago is certainly a compelling narrative, one that would undoubtedly generate immense media buzz. But for an NBA franchise desperately trying to build a winning team, the decision to bring in a player must be based on tangible on-court production and fit, not just familial bonds. It's a romantic notion, but one that currently faces significant hurdles in the harsh light of NBA competition and injury realities. If Zach LaVine does indeed depart for the Lakers, the Chicago Bulls will face a genuine strategic crossroads, one far more complex than simply slotting in a 230-pound scorer. Their decision will dictate the franchise's direction for years to come. Do they embark on a full-scale rebuild, accumulating draft picks and developing young talent? Do they attempt to retool around their remaining core, seeking out other established players through trades or free agency? These are the difficult questions that NBA front offices grapple with, questions that require careful analysis, shrewd negotiation, and a deep understanding of the league's talent pool. LAVAR Ball's suggestion, while entertaining, offers a stark contrast to the pragmatic realities of NBA team building. While the idea of Lonzo and LiAngelo playing together might appeal to a certain segment of the fan base, it's highly unlikely to be a viable strategy for a team aiming for legitimate contention. The Bulls would need to assess LiAngelo's G League performance with a critical eye, weighing his potential against the proven talent available in the market. They would need to consider salary cap implications, roster balance, and the overall fit within their existing system. The departure of a star like LaVine would be a significant blow, but it also presents an opportunity for a fresh start. The Bulls' front office will be under immense pressure to make the right moves, to demonstrate a clear vision for the future that extends beyond the captivating, yet often unrealistic, pronouncements of a passionate father. Their path forward will likely involve a more conventional, data-driven approach to roster construction, rather than a leap of faith based on a father's unwavering confidence. It's a moment of truth for the franchise, one that demands clarity and strategic acumen, not just a good story. So, as we close this chapter on LAVAR Ball's latest, most audacious proposal, one thing remains abundantly clear. His belief in his sons is an unshakable force of nature. To suggest that LiAngelo Ball, fresh off a G League season, could not only replace Zach LaVine but score better than him primarily because of his weight, is a statement that exists in a realm entirely of its own. It's a testament to LAVAR's unique brand of confidence, a blend of paternal pride and marketing genius that continues to captivate and confound the basketball world. While the prospect of a Ball brothers reunion in Chicago certainly sparks the imagination, the cold, hard realities of NBA free agency, talent evaluation, and injury concerns paint a far more complex picture. The Chicago Bulls, should Zach LaVine indeed depart, will face a critical juncture, one that demands a strategic, pragmatic approach to rebuilding or retooling, rather than a romanticized gamble. LAVAR Ball's vision, while entertaining, serves as a vivid reminder that in the NBA, dreams are often built on more than just unwavering belief. They're built on consistent performance, proven talent, and a healthy dose of reality. All right, basketball fanatics, it's your turn to weigh in. What do you make of LAVAR Ball's latest, boldest claim? Do you think there's any universe where LiAngelo Ball could step into Zach LaVine's shoes for the Bulls? Or is this just peak LAVAR? And if LaVine does leave, what should the Bulls really do? We want to hear all your hot takes, your reasoned analyses, and your wildest predictions. Drop your comments below, share your insights, and let us know if you're buying into the LAVAR Ball prophecy. If you found this deep dive into the intersection of audacious claims and NBA reality insightful and entertaining, make sure to smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to Courtside Chronicles for more exclusive analysis and compelling basketball stories. Until next time, keep your eyes on the court and your ears open for the next big declaration.